Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show, the network that you want to watch the most. That's right, the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. You are watching another episode of Movie Night. I am Ace, and we are joined tonight by none other than, that's right, the man, the myth, the guy with the shiny sunglasses, Mr. Rob Wiles. How you doing tonight?
That's right, brother. Living large all the time. You know, I hate to do the same gag twice, but sometimes it's so nice you got to do it twice.
Exactly. And that's exactly what they say. Sometimes so nice, you gotta do it twice. And then, of course, we're here with Mr. Dragon Viper. How you doing?
Doing good. Just getting ready to do the show.
Look at that little
Our-
baby face.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you can clearly see he shaved. He shaved, so he's now clean shaven, and he's good to go on that. But tonight, before we get started here, did you guys get to see any good movies this past week?
Hell yes, dude. I watched that Army of the Dead gimmick with Batista. Ooh, that was a good one.
Was it actually good?
Yeah, it was like kind of had a Zombieland feel, but way more serious, way more gory.
All right. I like it.
It was like Zombieland meets Dawn of the Dead.
Dragon Viper, how about you? Did you get to see any good movies?
No, I haven't had time to really see any movies this week.
What?
Oh,
Do your homework for movie night.
Oh, I've already done my homework for movie night tonight, so.
oh, absolutely. And you know why? Because we're talking about one of the best actors that there is out there, and that's right. His name is Mr. Adam Sandler. And you know what's kind of funny about it is I was watching actually one of his movies this morning, and you guys know it as Grown Ups. I was watching Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2. And what I didn't realize until I started watching it, but it was actually Adam Sandler Day, and I didn't even know it was. So it was kind of funny that it ended up being Adam Sandler Day, and here we're going to be talking about Adam Sandler.
All right, I don't hate the guy, but don't you think you're reaching a little bit calling him the best actor? Oh, I am Adam Sandler. Come on. So, slapstick. He's more slapstick than Jim Carrey.
One of the best actors. Okay.
All right.
One of them.
One of the higher paid ones, but that's because he's conquered Hollywood.
So we actually have a few comments that comes out and says, so Game Fox 24 is coming out saying Mr. Deeds. What'd you guys think of Mr. Deeds?
24. That's a cool gimmick.
Mm-hmm. So what'd you guys think of Mr. Deeds?
Yeah. Pass.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Pass.
It was okay. Not one of my favorites, but I liked it.
The hideousness of that foot will haunt me the rest of my days.
Oh yeah.
It definitely wasn't terrible. It was just, I wouldn't say it wasn't one of his it wasn't one of his top 5, but it wasn't like a terrible movie. And then of course we have Game Fox 24 that also saying Little Nicky. What did you guys think of Little Nicky?
It's alongside with Mr. Deeds. I liked it, but not one of my greatest ones.
Best part of the movie was Ozzy. Here, kill him with this.
Yeah.
And by the way, Game Fox, I can quote shitloads of terrible movies because, I'm a pro wrestler. We're stupid. We watch movies all the time.
Right. And so I can sit here and tell you when it comes to like Little Nicky, I can tell you that actually wasn't one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. I wasn't really big on Little Nicky. I actually had to kind of put that as actually one of his worst. And I don't know what it was about it. I didn't necessarily care for it. Now, when you look at some of the other comments, we have
Happy Gilmore. I thought that was worse than Billy Madison.
Billy Madison was awesome.
Yeah, that was horse crap.
You didn't like Billy Madison?
Not for a second. I have yet to be able to sit through the whole thing. When I feel myself getting dumber for watching a movie, I've got to change it.
All right, so with that, We also have a comment there, Rob Wilds, who's saying that they like your sunglasses.
Why, thank you. They're not exactly sunglasses, but they're glasses.
Mm-hmm. And so my mom is actually on here watching, and she said that Billy Madison sucked.
Billy Madison did suck. Thank you. At least you have taste. Why didn't you pick up any of her taste?
Okay, so the one thing that I will say that we actually agreed upon. No. I was saying the one thing that we did agree upon, though, she's a horror movie buff. I also am too. So we did agree upon that. She's just not. She loves comedy movies, but there's certain actors that she doesn't like. And she doesn't have a problem with Adam Sandler. It's just more along the lines of she just didn't like that movie. But she liked Happy Gilmore. She liked a bunch of his other movies. Just not that one.
I just don't think Adam Sandler is you like it or you don't like it. There's not really a gray area. It's like Jim Carrey.
All right, so Dragon Viper, with you, would you say you had a top 5 list for Adam Sandler movies?
Yeah, I have a top 5. I just wrote a top 3. But I could come up with 2 more easy. My top are, The Longest Yard. I love that movie. Anger Management, another awesome movie.
Yes.
Really love it. Billy Madison.
Oh.
I really, really love that movie.
Oh my gosh.
And then of course I have to throw in 50 First Dates. And also Waterboy. So I like those movies very well.
Waterboy. Waterboy.
Mama said, but Mama said.
All right, Mr. Rob Wilds. So you said you didn't like Billy Madison, but you said you liked Little Nicky better. So what were some of his top movies that you really enjoyed of Adam Sandler?
Well, I just want to clear the record here saying just because Little Nicky didn't make me want to retch doesn't mean I really liked it. But fucking gringos. I know somebody's all about fucking gringos. I liked probably Anger Management's my top one, but that's because Nicholson was in it. Nicholson's just a badass in everything. I liked Pixels. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
As far as the third pick, it's just I don't know. It's a coin toss. It's do I like more or less garbage? What's that movie with the remote control gimmick? That was an okay movie.
Click.
Yeah.
Click. You're talking about Click.
And I like the Ridiculous Six. That was pretty good.
I tried to watch it. I got a little bit through it. So the wife is also saying that 50 First Dates is there. And my mom came on and said that Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison were probably her least favorites of the Adam Sandler movies. So, Rob, you have somebody that kind of agrees with you on that aspect of Billy Madison. But when you look at Adam Sandler movies, I'm really curious. What did you guys think of The Wedding Singer? Dragon Viper, I'll start with you. What did you think of that one?
I didn't really care for it much. I don't know. It wasn't one of the ones I would watch on a normal basis like I would others. It was okay. I can't give it more than that. So
it was all right when I was drunk.
I tried watching it when I was drunk, but didn't work.
Well, I just don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Yeah, I just don't know what it was, but when it came to Adam Sandler movies, I didn't necessarily care for Little Nicky. I did not like The Wedding Singer. Those two were like probably two of my least favorite ones. But I'll tell you, a movie that I really, really liked of Adam Sandler's was actually That's My Boy. And I was actually surprised that nobody had.
That was a good one.
Yes, That's my boy. That was an awesome movie.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's worth watching.
Really?
You can get by that one sober.
Oh, absolutely. So it sounds like a lot of these you're saying you can't get by sober on.
I just think that Adam Sandler is the kind of actor that was designed to watch when you're stoned.
So he's got a lot of slapstick, funny. I don't know. Because we were talking about this a little bit to where you're like, oh, you classify Adam Sandler as the funniest actor. Not really, but I think he's a great actor, and I think he's super funny, and his stand-up is funny too. I love his stand-up.
I don't think I've
some
ever
of
seen
the
it.
other things. Okay, have you ever heard his phone wallet keys?
I don't even know what you're trying to say to me right now.
We were saying that
song.
yesterday.
It's a song. You need to look. Yes, it's Phone Wallet Keys. It was brilliant. You really have to look it up because Phone Wallet Keys is excellent. I love that. Phone Wallet Keys. Yeah, Phone Wallet Keys.
Yeah, I'll put that on the top of my to-do list.
Yes, go ahead. Listen to it.
I've listened to some of his music when he put out his album back in the day with the Sloppy Joe and all that kind of crap. And I was like,
Stuff going on there. What about, and I'll start with you, Rob. Maybe it's not one you've seen because it was more on the animation side, but 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah, I've seen that.
What do you think of that?
I think it took me 2 times to see all of it, and that's only because the girl I was dating at the time was a huge Adam Sandler freak. So when she saw me check out of the movie, she actually paused it and made me come back to it.
That's kind of funny.
Okay. It was all right.
How about you?
I've never seen Adam Sandler ever made me go, wow, what a performance.
Except I will tell you though, because you talked about one of his movies, one of your favorite ones that you said was Anger Management, and I thought he was brilliant in that movie.
La 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 la. I feel pretty. So pretty.
I
Come on,
feel
sing
so
it.
pretty and witty and gay. Exactly. So yeah,
Hey, I'm working here. Sorry.
He was brilliant in that movie though.
How is he brilliant in that movie? Why? Because he would go, shut up. No, he was Adam Sandler being carried by Jack Nicholson. Come on.
All right, so we actually have a comment that didn't he have
Hanukkah song?
Yeah,
there's like 3 or 4.
Hanukkah song. Yes, he did. And then we also have another comment that says that Suzanne's one of her favorite ones from Adam Sandler was Big Daddy.
I don't think I've seen that one.
So Big Daddy is when he gets a kid dropped off on his doorstep and he acts as his
Jon
friend.
Stewart kid.
Yeah, so you do remember that one then? Are you still
the premise of it? I just haven't watched it.
Oh, okay. No, it actually was one of his best. Like Big Daddy was great, and I can see Dragon Viper has that look. He's like,
I just think out of the 3 of us, like, you're the big Adam Sandler fan, and that's cool. But that's you. You're the Adam Sandler fan trying to rally people on board with you.
I'm trying to rally him. Yes, I'm trying to rally around Adam Sandler.
No,
how can we not rally around Adam Sandler?
No need to rally me. I think he's one of the greatest of all time. So there's no need to try and rally me in that.
That just makes my brain itch that you said that. Like, all right, I can't get to it.
So then Rob, is Adam Sandler one of your top 5?
Probably not. Adam Sandler movie is just like flipping through the channels. Oh, this is on. I can't find anything else. I'll watch this. As long as it's not any of those early Billy Madison garbage movies that he did, because I'd rather just like stare at the paint dry.
So, do you think his acting is too over the top, or what?
I mean, I think it was for a long time. That's what got him famous on SNL. Was he was just this goofy, slapsticky guy, and he left Saturday Night Live with this niche audience of people he knew would go pay money to watch whatever piece of crap he cranked out that month. And he advanced. He moved on. He started getting real actors to work with him. But I mean, his first handful of movies were just garbage. They were all terrible to me. And I'm not a movie snob. I just know when somebody is trying to treat me like an idiot.
Okay. So, Dragon Viper, I got to go to you for a second on this. I don't remember. You might have answered this, but I can't remember because it was just a little while ago. But did you tell us what his worst movies were?
Yeah, I hadn't mentioned it yet.
Okay, so what's his worst movies?
One top 3 that I wrote down of his worst was "You Don't Mess with Zohan." I mean, I can't pay attention to that.
Oh yeah,
it's just boring. Punch Drunk Love was another one.
Boy, that movie was a pile of crap.
It was, and I didn't really care for Murder Mystery either. I felt it was kind of dull and boring in a lot of places in that movie. So I would have to go with that one too.
So my mom is actually on here saying that she doesn't like Jim Carrey. That's the one actor that she can't really stand. So Rob, she's kind of like you with Adam Sandler. She thinks that Jim Carrey's a little over the top.
He's way over the top. I mean, Christ, those Ace Ventura movies, it's like one piece of shit following another. It was like you just couldn't quit going. That was so bad.
But you kept watching them. But I think you probably kept watching them just to see if they got worse.
No, because I didn't have a choice. Because I had this crazy girlfriend who liked terrible comedic actors. She thought Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler should have their faces on Rushmore. God, I'm glad I dumped her.
And I could see that you're with, but Brandon's on tonight. Brandon's saying what's up. So Robbie's saying what's up to you also. He's like, what's up?
Ignore me,
So
hey, don't hate because the celebrity with the stylish specs is here.
So my mom is actually saying that she agrees with you, Rob, on the whole, over the top complete thing there. We actually were talking about Jim Carrey last week, so you got to miss that portion of movie night where we got to talk about Jim Carrey. Now, when it comes to actually worst,
I think I would have rather been in the hospital where I was than here talking about Jim Carrey.
Well, there you go. Now, when it comes to Adam Sandler's worst movies, there was actually a few of them. And Dragon Viper, maybe you completely disagree with me on this one, but I thought one of his worst movies, I just thought that, man, this movie was a pile of crap, was just Jack and Jill. I just could not get into Jack and Jill.
I couldn't either. I actually was like, I ended up distracted somewhere else trying to watch this movie. So yeah, I couldn't. I didn't like it.
Rob, have you ever watched Jack and Jill?
No. When I go to the theater to watch cinema in the theater, I typically am on my best behavior. And at the end of the trailer for Jack and Jill, the words, "Oh, for fuck's sakes," came out of my mouth relatively loud. And I noticed that the theater laughed much harder at that than the entire previous trailer.
Yeah, that movie, I sat through half of it. Now, Brandon's saying that movie was funny, but I will sit here and tell you, I did not like that movie. I just thought that movie was just weird.
Well, it's not Jake and Jill either.
No, it's Jack and Jill. I think I watched maybe half. I got through half of it, and I was like, man, I can't do this anymore. It was just something about it. Oh yeah, and that was definitely one of his painful ones. But I completely agree with you on "Don't Mess with the Zohan." That movie was that was bad.
That movie was exponentially better than Billy Madison.
Wow.
In fact, I can name a whole list of horrible shit that was funnier than Billy Madison. You don't want to get me going on that one. 9/11 was funnier than Billy Madison.
So let me ask you, though. I'm just curious. What was it about Billy Madison that you didn't really like? I'm just curious.
Any of it. The only part of that movie that I did like, which will be burned in my memory forever, I've been quoting through this whole podcast. We are all dumber for having listened to that.
Absolutely.
I was quoted the other day.
If I catch anybody cheating, especially with my wife, who is a dirty, dirty whore, I'm just going to snap.
Right.
But I can relate to that because I was married to one of those. So, see, Brandon wants me to name shit that was funnier than Billy Madison.
Rob, name funnier stuff than Billy Madison. So there you go. So
Sid's is funnier than Billy Madison. Ooh.
Man.
Let's see. Burn wards in hospitals was funnier than Billy Madison.
Okay, so Billy Madison is I can definitely tell that one to you was at the bottom of your list.
Sure.
Billy
it's
Madison,
right down there with, I mean, guy, he's had so many stinkers. I mean, really. He's had like 5 good movies, and the rest were just like, they were like the blue pellet that you put in the tank of your toilet. The blue pellet is funnier than Adam Sandler movies.
Wow. Wow. So
the time that took you, Dragon Viper, and the pain that went into shaving all of that off was funnier than Adam Sandler movies. Doug Damien took a steel chair.
That's pretty bad.
And whacked me in my forehead, and he lost control of the 2 back legs of that chair. So it folded, literally, bent the back of a chair around the back of my head, and I had to go to the hospital for 2 nights to be monitored for concussion. That was funnier than Billy Madison.
Wow.
Wow. So you got a lot going on. Okay, but now
you said he was fun.
Okay, so you said there was 5 really good movies that Adam Sandler had. Okay, so you said you really enjoyed 5 of them. About 5 or 6, maybe a handful.
Hit that number out.
But is there somebody that when you watch his movies that you're like, this person he worked really, really good with? There's usually that one person that you're like,
Hasselhoff. So, he worked well with Hasselhoff in Grown Ups.
Oh, Grown Ups. So sounds like you like that one.
It was okay. It wasn't Billy Madison. It was funnier than Billy Madison.
Of course.
And he has right back to Billy Madison. Oh, God, she's so high.
So, Dragon Viper, who did Adam Sandler work really well with?
Rob Schneider. I think.
Thank you, Rob Schneider. Excellent.
I think he worked really well with him. That's probably why you would see them in each other's movies, was because they did so well and they're best friends. So, yeah, Rob Schneider, most definitely.
I thought he actually did pretty good when he was with Drew Barrymore. I thought he did pretty good with Drew Barrymore also.
I think that she's so good, she'd probably be pretty easy for anybody to have a good performance with. She's really good.
Oh, definitely. So, because if you think about 50 First Dates, okay, it was him and Drew Barrymore. So, Rob, 50 First Dates, what did you think? Did you think that they actually did really good in that movie?
It was fair. It was better than most things he's put out, sure.
Fair.
Okay. Dragon Viper?
Yeah, I agree. It was fair. I mean, Drew Barrymore, I don't know.
Well, you got to think that wasn't one of his comedic parts. That was more of a serious, one of his more serious roles.
It was a serious role, and I don't know. I'm not too much into his serious stuff. I like the comedic part of what he does. So, it was okay altogether.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, I might think a lot of his comedy movies were stinkers, but that, Funny People? God, that was an awful flick. That was just terrible. Even with Seth, what's his name, Rogen in it, couldn't save
Seth
that
Rogen.
movie.
Yeah,
I've seen that movie like 3 times, and I still don't remember it.
Yeah, the Funny People.
Yeah,
Funny People. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I've seen it like 3 times, and I don't remember a minute of it.
I'm sick and I'm dying, and here's a couple of slapsticky things, but for the most part, I'm sick and I'm dying. Oh, shut up.
So Brandon is actually throwing it out there saying Waterboy.
I can't remember her name, but the little gothic chick in Waterboy, she was hot.
Oh, yeah. What is her real name now? She went by Vicky Valancourt in the movie, but I'm not sure.
Vicky Valancourt showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure. I don't remember what her name is in real life. But, and what's weird is that when they actually rank the Adam Sandler movies from like best to worst, the movie that they actually have at number 43 is actually Grown Ups 2. So they actually had that one actually ranked last, which is actually crazy that they had that one last on the list.
They're probably basing that on box office too, not like just the movie, on how much money it made.
No, I agree with that, but I'm saying Grown Ups 2 shouldn't be anywhere near the bottom of this list. It should,
that's opinion.
Yeah,
but what did you think of the second one?
I like the second one better than the first one.
Really? I actually like the first one better.
I like Steve Austin in it. He was great.
That's the only reason why I would have liked the second, and that's what I was going to say, was because of Steve Austin.
Yeah. No, please don't hit me. Oh, you'll tear me limb from limb, please. I didn't think anybody who believed you could actually knock me out. Just go with it.
So, Jack and Jill, the one I said, actually came in at number 42. So I was completely okay with that, because I'm like, that was a real stinkeroo. But the lady that you're talking about, and I don't think I'm going to say her name right, and I apologize, but it's Frazu Bulk.
Yeah,
Can I just call her Vicky?
First name either.
Sure, just call her Vicky, because it's Frazu Bulk.
Vicky.
Yeah,
However,
it's easy.
So just go with Vicky Valancourt, because that's the easiest. That's definitely the easiest one.
And she'll say, that's not my real name, right? And I'll say, you just fucking go with it or else. And then she'll cast a spell on me like in that movie, and then I'll be dead, and it'll be over.
Oh, absolutely. So Dragon Viper, which Brandon just answered the question, but I was telling you guys that I think we pronounced the name wrong, because they said Frazu Bulk, and I don't want to keep saying, because I feel like I'm butchering her name, and I apologize for it, because it's just.
I don't think she's watching, so we're okay.
Right? Yeah, I really don't think she is either. But I didn't get to ask you yet, Dragon Viper. So I know you're an Adam Sandler fan. Okay, so would you put him in your top 5?
Absolutely. I would put him probably, I want to say, it depends on which, category too. I mean, as a comedian, comedian actor, he'd be number 1 on my list.
Oh.
For comedy, for an actual serious actor, I wouldn't put him in a top 5. But the comedian part of acting that he does, I would put him up there at like 1 or 2. So,
that actually surprised. I actually wasn't expecting you to go with Adam Sandler at number 1. on the comedic list.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to even ask Rob because I know exactly where he's going with that. He's gonna
Yeah, we all know where Rob's going with this.
Hey, before we ask Rob anything else, don't you think it's time that we pay a few bills, brother?
Oh, absolutely. Let's go ahead and pay a few bills. So, Chris, if you can pull up a few more of our sponsors.
Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Like, follow, and share.
Like,
That's awfully demanding. That's asking a lot out of people. You better like it, follow it, and share it, or else I'm coming to your house, and you don't want that.
Exactly, right? And I cannot believe that there's actually one movie that I forgot about that I was going to completely talk about and ask you, and then I saw it on my list. I'm like, I can't believe I forgot that. But you remember, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. It just escaped my mind. I can't believe I forgot about that movie.
That one was.
I didn't forget.
You've never seen that one?
No, I didn't forget. I saw
Okay.
it. I'm just saying I didn't forget about it. I just didn't want. The only thing good about that movie was Jessica Alba.
That's it?
Sorry.
You didn't like the movie, though?
It was okay. That's all I'm saying with that.
Rob, it sounded like you said you thought the movie was okay.
No, I think Kevin James is funny as hell in absolutely everything he ever does. So he was no exception in that movie. I really liked the Here Comes the Boom. That was, I think Sandler produced that one, right?
I think he produced it, but he definitely wasn't in it. I know that, but he did produce it. And that one was actually really good. Dragon Viper, Brandon Herrera saying Adam Sandler ranks about all of your wrestlers. So I think he's talking about, because I don't know if you've ever heard.
What in the blue hell does that mean? Hang on a second. Rephrase your statement, Brandon. Do it again. Write it in English this time.
Right. Because I'm not exactly sure what he meant. But if you ever watch Between the Ropes, Dragon Vipers, I think he's got like a list of maybe 5 wrestlers that he actually truly enjoys. I think 5. And that's about it. So I think he's talking about maybe Adam Sandler ranks above his top 5 wrestling list too. I'm not sure, but I would come out and rephrase that so we completely understand what you're talking about here.
Jesus, Brandon, get in the game here already.
Get in the game. Get in my belly. All right. So, Rob, since you're saying that Adam Sandler's not in your top 5, who would, if you really had to think about it, who would you put at 1, 2, and 3 if Adam Sandler's not there?
What, out of comedic actors?
Yeah, comedic actors.
God, it's so hard for me to rank who I like. It's easy to say who I don't like, but ranking who you do like, I couldn't tell you.
Wow.
How about
Okay.
1?
About 1?
Yeah, if you had
me.
to pick the best one.
Me. I'm
We'll
funnier than
decide
Adam
for you.
Sandler. We're making a movie right now.
Yeah, we're making it. We're making a movie.
Vince
So,
Vaughn, I like a whole lot more than Adam Sandler.
so are you ranking him at number 1?
No, I can't do number 1. I can't do a number 1 actor for anything. I just can't do it. I'm too much of a movie nerd.
So it sounds like you have a ton of favorites, though, like a ton of favorites.
Sure. If you put me on the spot right now, I can't name them all because I've been hit in the head with a lot of chairs throughout my life.
No, I get you.
I get it.
No,
You can't hear it, but if I do this, there's a marble sound.
So there was actually some few other movies that I was looking at that I'm gonna name right now. I'll tell you what they have as his top 10, and just right outside of his top 10 at number 11, I'll tell you came in Anger Management. I feel like that should have been in the top 10. So that actually kind of surprised me that Anger Management wasn't in the top 10.
Top 5, easy.
Top 5. Ooh, that was all right.
I'll put
Number
it top
10.
3. We're
Top
talking about
3.
just for Adam Sandler, right? I'll put
Yeah,
Anger
just
Management top
for
3.
Adam Sandler. Yeah, okay. Now they came in at number 10. They said his 10th best movie was Big Daddy. And I know Rob said he hasn't really seen that. I think you said you watched the previews for it. I think it was
that was
top
Jack
10.
and Jill.
Oh, Jack and Jill. Okay. But did you I don't remember. Did you see Big Daddy?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, I would put it as one of his top 10. And then number 9, here you go. Rob's gonna like this because number 9 came Funny People. That's what came in at number 9. But no, that should not have been a top 10.
What I do know about Funny People is it was a box office bomb because nobody wants to see Adam Sandler trying to be a thespian, trying to be an actor. No, go slapsticky, wobble, woo, do all that shit, man. That's what works for you.
Absolutely. And then, of course, number 8, I mentioned this one. That's My Boy. That's definitely should be top 10. To me, I would put it at top 5. And Dragon Viper's like, nope, not me.
No, I'm only saying no because, again, I haven't seen that. So
okay, but
you should definitely watch it, man. You've never seen a movie, not even a Western, where so many people get wanged in the head with beer bottles. It's awesome.
Yeah,
well,
it's
I'll
awesome.
have to watch it.
So Tim Fielder says his top 3 is Big Daddy, Billy Madison, and Happy Gilmore. Every single one of the ones that Rob's saying no. Now, John Holder is saying Adam Sandler, he's funny all the way. Okay, so it sounds like he has a lot of fans out there. Okay, now number 7, Dragon Viper, I know you're going to hate this, and I completely agree with you on this too. This is horrible. You don't mess with the Zohan. That came in at number 7, ranked in there. I'm like, that, you got to be kidding on that one.
No.
And number 6, I don't even think I've seen this, but they have number 6. They have the Meyer-Owitz stories, or however you say it. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Never heard of it, but you did remind me that what's it called? Something Halloween, a movie he made not too long ago.
Halloween.
It's like Herbie or something, Herbie Halloween or something like that. That was, old Adam Sandler slapsticky bullshit, but that movie was funny.
When was that made? Do you remember?
It's recent.
It's recent. Okay.
That's the best I got recently.
Did that go into theaters or not?
Hubie Halloween. It was made last year.
Yeah, that was just for Netflix.
Okay, so that actually wasn't in theaters. Okay, because I was going to say, I don't remember ever seeing that advertised or previews for it or nothing.
I read not too long ago, in a book, but online, I read that you could only really catch his movies anymore on Netflix. He signed some kind of a deal with them.
Oh, so you actually won't see any more of his movies? Okay. I actually didn't know that.
Well, any of his past library, like if you want to watch them, you're gonna have to get them up on Netflix. I assume Amazon as well, but it's because Amazon charges you to watch them.
But what I'm curious about those, because you're saying he signed a deal with Netflix, so I'm saying, are some of his new movies, are we still going to see in theaters, or do you think they're going to go straight to Netflix?
I think they'll go straight to Netflix.
Yeah. When was the last theater movie he put out?
Oh, that's
Was it Click?
4 years ago?
No, it had to be after that, because I'm pretty sure he made some. I know he made some after that. Yeah. So I'm not exactly sure what the last one he made was that actually went to theater, but I know there was some after that. But number 5, and I know Rob's going to be like, really, what the heck, man? And Dragon Viper, you might feel the same way. But number 5, they had Happy Gilmore. That was number 5 on that one. That's definitely, that was a great movie too. Number 4. Oh my God, I can't believe they actually have this one at number 4, because I said it was actually in the bottom of my list, but it was The Wedding Singer.
What?
Yeah, that one was at number 4. That's crazy. So Brandon Herrera saying Rotten Tomatoes top 3 was Uncut Gems at 91%. The Meyer House story, which I'm still saying, I don't know what the Merowitz stories are. I've never seen that. And then the Punk Drunk Love, I've seen that one, but I don't know what the Meyerowitz stories are. I'm not even sure
like
what that
Punch
is.
Drunk Sandler. Me
then
punching Adam Sandler in the face is funnier than Billy Madison.
Oh God.
Which brings it next to number 3. Comes to number 3. One of his top 3 was Billy Madison. They had it ranked on this list at number 3.
Whole new crop of retards writing these reviews. I guess.
And then number 2, they actually had the Uncut Gems. Have you guys ever seen that? The Uncut Gems. That one was actually made in 2019. So that one was, I guess you could say, one of his newer ones, but I don't remember ever seeing that one either. I'm not even sure exactly what that's about. It sounds like it's something about him placing bets on the Boston Celtics and attempting to rig an auction and some outrunning debt collecting goons at his daughter's high school. Yeah, so it sounds like it's this whole interesting thing about multiple things. I've never seen it, but I really want to see that now, just to see exactly what it's like. And I wonder if you can find it on Netflix.
Hey,
I haven't heard anybody say I really want to see that for Adam Sandler since My Stupid Ex.
Well, now you hurt my feelings.
You're okay.
All right.
Hurting your feelings is funnier than Billy Madison.
All right, so Brandon Herrera is saying that his last one that came on the big screen was Hotel Transylvania 3.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Was 2018.
Actually, I got Pixels at 2015, but okay.
No, but I think it was Transylvania. I think that one came out in theaters. I do believe it did.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know for sure.
I thought it did. I know Pixels did. And
okay.
Now, Tim Fielder, we have a comment from Tim Fielder who's saying that Murder Mystery on Netflix, he really enjoyed that one also.
Ever heard of it?
I actually recently watched that. I actually kind of enjoyed that. I thought that was a good one. Now, number 1, they had it ranked, which Brandon said it, Punk Drunk Love. They had that one ranked at number 1, which I don't understand. I don't know. I thought there was plenty of Adam Sandler movies that were better than Punk Drunk Love.
A lot more movies that were better.
Does that have anything to do with boxing?
No.
No,
of course not. That would make too much sense. Adam Sandler would be using some psychology.
Yeah, it's kind of like I wouldn't say like romantic kind, but it's like one of those like slapstick romance thingies going on there. That's kind of what it's. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. But it sounds like Tim Fielder's saying that they're coming out with another Hotel Transylvania. Now, I'm pretty sure Adam Sandler will be in that one. I don't want to say 100%, but I'm pretty sure he will. And then Tim Fielder's saying that I'm assuming that he's saying that 3 of his top movies were 8 Crazy Nights, Waterboy, and Little Nicky. That kills me. That just pains me to hear that Little Nicky is even in his top 3. Because, man, that was a crap hole of a movie right there if I ever saw one. It just...
But Popeye's chicken is the shiznit.
There was just no point in Little Nicky. It was so stupid.
Yeah,
but Billy Madison made a great fucking point.
It was funny. It was funny.
To you?
It was funny. Oh, Veronica Vaughn.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
Oh, Veronica Vaughn, so hot. Like, that's what he said.
And then Chris Farley, come on.
That's what he says.
Chris Farley's in there too, and he's awesome.
Chris Farley as the bus driver was awesome. I'm not going to lie. Chris Farley was awesome bus driver.
It killed me when he was taking his clothes off, though. That's correct.
That is correct.
No!
Yeah, and he's sitting there, he's taking off. But he could not get the answers right when Veronica Vaughn, his teacher, was in there, but he got it right when Chris Farley was in there. Why can't I remember what the heck Chris Farley's name was in that movie? And oh my gosh, it's killing me now. I can't remember.
The bus driver. What makes you think he even they said his name? He was the bus driver.
He had a name though. I know he did.
Everybody has a name.
Right. O'Doyle rules. O'Doyle rules. O'Doyle rules. Oh man, you were just killing me. But that's all right, Rob. You don't like Billy Madison. That's okay. That's okay.
Even a little bit.
Yeah, he was known as bus driver. He didn't have a name on
Was
there.
he? I thought that they actually gave him a name in that movie.
No. It just says his name on the movie was bus driver. That's it.
Starving children in Africa is funnier than Billy Madison.
That is crazy. So you really don't let
he really doesn't like Billy Madison.
We have a comment here that says my favorite movie with him and Drew was Blended. Blended, I put it right there in his top 10. Okay.
I haven't seen it.
So Blended with Drew Barrymore, they end up going on this trip and somehow they end up together at the same place when at first they don't like each other and then they end up at the same place and then they ended up as like this blended family in the end.
Oh, then the hot girl falls in love with Adam Sandler. She's exactly. To you because that makes a lot of sense to me, buddy.
That's basically what that movie was. That's what it was. It was Blended.
That's what every movie is. The hot chick falls for him. If Adam Sandler did not have money, he would be dating a Denny's waitress. And I don't mean one of the cute ones neither. I mean like one of them Flo Denny's waitresses. And he'd be happy to have her because he is an ugly dude.
All right, so we can clearly see that one of the hot button issues for Rob Wilds is Adam Sandler. He just
Billy Madison.
Hardly. Adam Sandler occupies this much of my brain space. We just happen to be talking about him today.
Right? Well, I didn't know that was going to be like one of those hot button issues to where I'm surprised you didn't send me a message that said, really, we got to talk about this guy?
Yeah, but you also thought Casanova was going to flip out of We're Dust Till Dawn.
Well, yeah. I did, because that's why I was so confused, because I didn't understand. When you said
you want to get a great reaction out of Casanova, bring up Dust Till Dawn. And he's like, great movie. Yes, that was awesome. That was a great reaction.
Yeah. Not the reaction Ace was going for.
That's not he wants negative. You're trying to get ratings based on negativity. You're like Maury Povich over there.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the negativity aspect. But at least now on certain shows that you're on, all I have to do is mention Billy Madison, and I know exactly where I can go with that. So I like that. So now I've got something else.
You think that, and then you're going to actually test that theory one time, and I'm going to make you look like an idiot. But please, have at it.
All right, so Brandon saying Chris did not get. Yes, we already established that he did not have a name in that because it was an uncredited cameo role.
Yeah, man, aren't you watching the show?
Yeah, definitely. So obviously, so Rob, you have another comment about it to where Isaiah's saying he loves the glasses.
Oh yeah. Maybe I should make him an every time I come on here thing. Should I switch up the pace?
So I have to know, with the glasses, did you have those made yourself or did you buy them like that?
No shit, I got these on Amazon. You kidding me? They were like $5.
That's
one thing you will learn about pro wrestlers. We don't spend too much money on gimmick.
I feel you. I actually watched a show about that to where they call him the world's cheapest wrestler, and basically what they talked about in this.
Hey, I didn't get a royalty for that.
But I don't think that you went as cheap as this guy did. Okay, when they were talking about like the world's cheapest one, when they were talking about that, he actually said the Kleenexes that he used to blow his nose, he would unravel them and set them on the windowsill to let the sun hit them to dry out and reuse them because he didn't want to spend money on more tissues.
There was this dude, and I won't say his name, back, I think he was in Nevada, who would cut up black garbage bags to create trench coats for him to wear, made out of hefty bags. So he was wrestling me one night, and I jumped him and ripped ripped the bags off his back, and I was holding him up, going whippy, whippy, whippy.
So we actually have a few comments that are rolling in here, and Brandon saying, "No, Rob, I'm not watching the show because you are on it."
What? Of course you are.
And then
Who you kidding?
and then we also and then Tim Feeler's also saying that he didn't know that Rob had a documentary.
I'm saying, where's my feedback on that?
And then Brandon's saying that the cheapest wrestler is actually Goldberg.
No, cheapest wrestler was Randy Savage.
Interesting. All right. So
I have seen, just real quick, I have seen Randy go. We all go out to dinner, and he'll get himself like a really cheap salad. And then when everybody's like done with their food, he'll go around and pick up like French fries and shit off their plates and put them in his fucking hip sack and take them with him. Yeah, you know, it saves a few bucks. Wow.
So, all right, I will say good night to my mom. She's got to hop off, but she said she loved the show. She's got to go. So thank you for watching the show. It was great. So thank you for that. So with that too, we have to decide next week here who we want to talk about next week, because I kind of feel like the last several weeks we have not, touched on any actresses. So I feel like we need to do an actor and an actress. We need to throw those both in there. So
I think we should do Laurence Olivier.
Who?
Who's really?
Who really?
Well, okay. Let's dumb this down a little bit. How about Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm good with that. So Rob wants to talk about Mel Gibson next week. So Dragon Viper, you get to pick the actress. What actress do you want to talk about?
Scarlett Johansson.
I think Scarlett Johansson.
Attaboy. Yeah.
So we have a comment from Isaiah that says, y'all just gave me an amazing idea. Next time, let's raid the beehives and pull out a comb of honey instead of buying honey. Okay, so let me explain where this is coming from, okay? So let me get to the bottom of the story here, because the reason he's coming out and saying this was because we had a wager on a game to where what ended up happening was he said that if the team he chose lost, he had to dump a whole jar of honey on his head. Well, his team lost, so then he ended up having to dump a whole jar of honey on his head. And so now, since we're talking about funny things, he said it would be funnier instead of using honey from a jar if he actually attempted to get it from a beehive instead of getting the honey from a jar.
So, like, do we need to pitch in some cash to make this happen? Because as long as we're getting it on camera, I'm in.
I want to see it.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in. And so, Dragon Viper, you're actually getting a lot of feedback on the Scarlett Johansson, to where they're like, yes, a big yes on the Scarlett Johansson. And then we actually have a question from Persog91, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but they want to know, did you guys see the Highlander saga?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I love the show Highlander. I love Highlander, show movies. I mean, Highlander was awesome. So, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, are we talking about a TV show or the movies?
I'm saying all together.
Yeah, I think it's all together. They're saying the saga, so I don't think it really matters. Either one or the other. What'd you think of it?
Anything that Sean Connery's in, I like. So I thought that the first Highlander was a smash.
I like it.
The other ones were okay.
Okay, and they're actually saying greetings from Brazil. So this question actually came from
Brazil. So. All right.
Yes, so I love it. I love it. So I really hope that answered your question on the Highlander saga. I thought it was actually good myself. Brandon was saying that you could have chose Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, we could have, but we didn't. Yeah. Here's what we got to do. Next week, Viper, this is your assignment for next week. Make a list of every movie the ScarJo is naked in, and then give us like the time so we can just go right to it. Oh, so hot. Oh my God.
And now Persog91 also says, sorry, but is Dragon Viper the bad guy from Ghostbusters?
Yes.
So that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Now that I look at it, he kind of looks like it. Are you that bad guy from Ghostbusters, Dragon Viper?
Nah.
No.
What'd you say?
I know what they're talking about. And nah.
No, you're
What
not.
are they calling
Oh,
you, Vigo?
Yeah.
He is Vigo.
Yeah, he's Vigo. Vigo.
Vigo. You've been a naughty little monkey.
And they're saying you stole the baby. And Brandon saying, yes, Ghostbusters 2.
Yep, it would be.
Yeah, it was Ghostbusters 2. And so they completely agree. You look like the bad guy from Ghostbusters 2. So good.
Where's my money off of that now?
Right? That's what I'm saying about this documentary. Where's my kick?
So now that our audience is not in the dark and they already know who we're going to be talking about next week, you guys can all be prepped for it now. And I think that we're going to get a lot better feedback from Rob next week instead of, oh man, this movie sucked or this guy sucked. I think we're going to get a lot of better feedback.
Dude, Mel Gibson rocks the shit, man. I'll go on him all day.
And then
finally somebody I dig.
And then we're going to finally get a lot of feedback, of course, on the actor side, because everybody wants to hear about Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, that's correct.
Thanks, Rob.
And don't forget, though.
You are welcome, my children.
People are going to want to hear about Alyssa Milano pretty soon also, so let's not forget about that.
Hey, Alyssa Milano is actually my wannabe childhood girlfriend, so I had a crush on her when I was a kid.
Did you guys hear the Family Guy episode where Quagmire was a folk singer and he's saying, Alyssa Milano, I knew you were going to be hot when you were 9.
Wow, that is crazy. No, I definitely have to go back and see that one because that. And do you remember what season that's from? Because I'm sure I've seen it.
Just put in Family Guy folk songs. And,
okay,
and they'll bring up the whole list of them.
All right, I'll definitely see if I remember that. All right, so now that it looks like we're almost out of time here. So Rob, I'll go ahead and start with you. You have 30 to 45 seconds to go ahead and finish up and say whatever it is you want to say.
I'll take 20 minutes here if I want, but I do. Everybody come check out Wrestle Shoot this Tuesday. Finally, Marty Jannetty will be joining us, and it's going to go long. So, producer, strap in that seatbelt and get ready for a ride. If nobody's listened to the audio that we did with Marty last time, we had to pick that thing up into 2 shows because it went over 2.5 hours. We're not going to do that this time, I swear, but Marty, man, he just grabs you by the haunches and just hangs on, takes you for a ride. Awesome dude. Chris is gonna make fun of him a little bit about his not getting the internet hooked up on time. But once we get past that, and, they cry, they laugh, they hug, they're over it. We'll get down to a cool show.
All right.
And of course, on Smells Like Hope, we're gonna have a clinician come on. We're gonna talk about the actual physiological effects, causes of addiction.
All right, so we do have some people who are saying that they can't wait for Marty, so you already have a few people excited about that. And then Dragon Viper, so you have 30 to 45 seconds to go out there and say whatever it is you want to say.
I want to thank everybody for watching the show. I thank Rob for showing up on tonight, and want to remind people about the trivia show tomorrow. You think you know, I believe that's the name of it.
Yes.
As well as Between the Ropes tomorrow night. So again, thank you everyone for watching, and let's jump up the viewers on these videos and jump up, the subscribers for these for this network. So
yeah, so
that's right. Tomorrow, tell your friends, tell your lovers, tell your friends' lovers. Let's get them all here.
That's right. Come and check out all of our shows. We have a variety of shows for everybody. And tomorrow for You Think You Know, which is Accurate Dragon Viper, that's the name. So we actually have the individual who's going to be defending his crown tomorrow is actually from the MI6 network, and his name is Isaiah Lang. So with that, he's going to be defending his crown, and he's going to be going up against, if I remember right, he'll be defending it against, why is the name escaping me? But it's actually one of our fans that are going to be on. They're going to be coming on, and I believe J-Mac's going to be on there too. So Isaiah will be defending his crown.
MI6. We got the CIA coming on too.
MI6 network. So yes, it's excellent. All right. So with that, Tim Hendricks. Yes, that's the guy. Thank you for the clarification on that, Brandon. So Tim Hendricks, J-Mac, and Isaiah. Those will be our 3 contestants tomorrow for Jeopardy. So come on, watch Isaiah defend his crown. Wish him luck. And then with that being said, we will see you tomorrow. And then you'll see Marty on Tuesday for Wrestle Shoot. So we hope everybody has a fantastic night, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.